What is going on, my reaping fam? March here. This is Fragbox TV. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go through this little app called Instagram, which I don't have a personal one. We have a business one that's managed by Tia and some of the other staff here in the store. And people post a lot of very cool pictures of their reef tanks on the IG. So what we're going to do today is kind of go through some of them and comment and give you commentary and to see if you guys sort of like this style of video. And this is something we can do more often. You can maybe send us photos or videos of your tank and then we can critique the shit out of it and let you know how we feel. Damn, you know what? We should start with the best. This is, what kind of lighting is that? Look at this at the top. I hope that this is recording properly. Are those Orphic bars? Very unusual lighting. My eye is always drawn to sort of weird and different hardware, and this is definitely it because there's no Radions, number one, which we're used to seeing, or Neptune Skies, or Hydrus or Primes. And then it looks very cool. Peninsula-style tank. I like that there's like a wall on the other side of this, and you just see through it. It's got this kind of glow, I guess. I don't know what they're doing. LEDs sort of at the bottom. The gradient's very neat. The rock work is bang on. You always hear me talking about doing 2 islands because I'm very boring. This is sort of a take on 2 islands, but it's not boring because they have this beautiful, look at this arch that they've done here, and then this complementing rock that looks like it's out of fucking Lion King shooting up and over. The coral placement's really nice. I'm not crazy about the open brain sort of underneath the cave there. It is a good spot. Obviously, everything in the tank looks really happy. Personally, I don't like stuff on the sand bed. That's just me, but this has been executed very nicely. One thing I'm going to say that's a little eerie, I don't see any fish. I see a shrimp. I hope you can see my mouse here hanging out underneath, but I don't know if they couldn't all be hiding. Where would they be hiding? I wonder what kind of tank this is. It is Orphic. It says there, at Orphic. Please disregard any of my ignorance because I'm very old school with some technology. I'm good with the YouTube, apparently. Not so great when it comes to the Instagram. Overall, this is a fantastic tank. I like the Gorgonian here. The Zoas, they've kind of garden stuff. There's a Montipora setosa up on top. It's really, really done nicely. I could talk about this for the whole video, but let's move on and find something else. I'm not crazy about drop-offs. People kept asking us, are you going to make drop-offs under the Reef Costa line? I don't think so. No, I'm not crazy about them. I just want to make sure that this is actually recording. Yes. No. Not about it. I think they're gimmicky. What the heck is going on here? There's a lot to take in this photo. Maybe we should start like we did on the other one and start with the lights because this guy's on drugs. This is crazy. The fact that they're using if you used one of these, that's an Aqua Illumination AI Prime 16 HD. That's this light right here. Awesome, awesome light. Can't say enough good things about the light. If you were using one, that would be very powerful in what appears to be maybe a 10-gallon tank. This guy's using 4. And they're mounted like an alien drone sort of coming down, illuminating the tank from over top. It's very cool. It's definitely overpowered. It's definitely unusual. And this tank is freaking packed. I have 3 AI primes. No, you're a liar. You have 4. Oh, no, he's saying he's got 3 over his 50 gallon. He's got 4 over his 10. I don't know how that makes sense, but he's growing birds in this, as you can see right on the bottom. I can tell that this is an innovative marine tank from this stupid little sticker here in the back, and he's probably using the ghost skimmer in the back. Man, this thing is packed. I don't know how you get in there or how you clean it, but you're doing something right. I want to know what's going on with these cables. It looks like he's probably dosing from underneath the counter. Job really well done. This is an inspirational little nano reef. Oh, hello. This is nice. Look at this. Very minimalist. Looks like the start of something very cool. A lot of potential here. Good job placing the anemone nice and early because this shit, sorry, I'm going to try not to swear anymore in this video. This anemone can move wherever it wants. It's not going to go where you want it to go. It's going to go where it wants to go. So it could up and pop and move around. So I like to add anemones early to the tank, and that way you can design the aquarium around the anemone because you're not going to tell it where it's going to live. It's going to tell you, buddy. What's next? This is pretty cool, pretty jam-packed. This looks like a nicely executed Fluval Evo 13.5 gallon, which is probably one of the most popular nano tanks out there until Reef Costa comes and takes over the world. I really like the photo. I think that's why I clicked on it. Just like It's super clean. I like your little owls here. I'm not even commenting on this. I like your art. I like the cabinet a lot. I like everything about it. I think this is going to be a very nice little fluval evo once it fills in. Looks like you're very new to the journey. Reefy.reef. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm critiquing you. But if you put stuff out on social media, it's for people to critique, kind of, or they're going to anyways, except I'm outspoken, so I'm just going to do it. Anyways, let's look at this. This is freaking wild. Is this photoshopped? I don't think this is real. I am skeptical of... How do you look at more photos by someone? Click here, right? I'm learning. Look at me. You guys think I must be some young guy. I only look 33. Actually, I look a lot older. Whoa, look at this. Look at this macroalgae. Damn. You know what? I don't do this often. I'm going to give you a follow. Damn, look at this red. He's growing it. Look at this little tank. Oh, I'm in love with this. It does. You know why I love this? Because it doesn't look saltwater. He's sort of taken a very freshwater appeal and approach aesthetically to the tank. Tons of little cool macroalgae, and even the fish that he's chosen for this tank, the chromis. Yeah, this guy's definitely, I would bet he probably has a freshwater background. Okay, I take it back. Look at the little globe. That's for real. He's using a par 38. Can I pause on Instagram? Yes, you can. Look at me. Learn 2 things today. You can pause. And par 38 LED light bulb. We used to sell these back in the day. I really like what he's done with these tanks, and I'm drawn to white lit aquariums. I think it just looks way more natural. It looks a lot closer to what you would experience if you're actually underwater. This is a pretty cool little, what do you call this? It's not a blog. It's a feed. Is this a feed? I know things. I only look dumb. Flame scallop. What is this? Okay, you know what? Let's move on because I'm going to come back. I could spend a lot of time just looking at this. This guy is a very unorthodox reefer here. And his name is Ichi Straium. He looks Domiorigato. Okay. What is next? Nice Soantids. Lots of these e-shops. I'm not crazy about this glowing border on tanks. I'm also not crazy about acrylic aquariums in general, and I'm also fearful that this isn't recording, so if you keep seeing me go back and check, it's because I want to see that I'm not just wasting my time talking here. So let's see. Yeah, not crazy. Acrylic, it scratches easy. Just go with glass. I don't see any reason why you would ever go with acrylic for anything under, I'm going to say 400 gallons. Once you get bigger than that, I can see the benefit. The clarity in glass goes down past 3/4 inch. Acrylic's going to be a lot clearer. And they're super, super heavy when you're dealing with glass. You need a lot of people. So in those cases, maybe acrylic. Oh, hello. Now we are talking. Look at this. Is that a halide? No. Nobody runs halide. You're crazier than I am. I like the rock work coming out of the tank. I like this long peninsula. We are actually... I don't know why I said "are." I sounded Irish there. We are actually developing a new tank, prototyping one in this sort of style that's very long, almost 30 inches, peninsula style, with an all-in-one filter on the side. Look out for those. Hopefully this year. We'll see. This is very cool. I really like that there's no anything underneath, that it's just sitting on like what appears to be a desk. Very cool. Shallow is the way to go. Look at the size of this toadstool in the back here. But the rock work, really, really like. I don't know why. I just like it. Kind of like just brings the aquarium out of the tank clearly, but it looks really natural. It's cool. It's. I like to see things that are different. So I keep clicking on like these. Maybe I should just get a freshwater tank. This is a weird little aquarium. What is this? Trying out some Halimeda. Very shallow. This is a cool little pico. Only thing it's missing, I would say, is a filter. I'm not a fan of power heads in the tank. If you can hide them, great. Nice little cabinet. Look at this. He's mounted the Adaptive Reef. No, I should know. This is a Canadian company that makes these cabinets for Neptune, Apex. You can find them on the BRS site. I'm blanking here. What's wrong with me? Anyways, it's pretty cool. He's mounted it on the outside of his Red Sea Reefer. Is this a 170? I'm not sure. Cool spot, though, in the house as you go up the stairs. Hydra 32. Great light choice. Those are some nice rock flowers. What else? Let's find some more weird... I'm going to try not to swear. I'm going to try and make this very kid-friendly. I'm not going to click on any more macroalgae. Nice. I like that. Clean, modern, simple. I like that there's lights actually underneath the cabinet. Looks like he's installed some sort of light so that when you open the door. Stickers. Look, he likes the stickers, but they're hidden away. That's kind of cool. Torch garden up here. This is a very unusual placement for Ecotech MP10 pumps. I've never seen them at the bottom like that, side by side. It's smart to have them on the back wall. It's kind of cool because they're hidden, as opposed to putting them on the side over here or maybe over here. To me, they look a little bit like ears on the tank. I don't like them on the side. I know why you would install them. They're awesome pumps. You got the heat dissipation because they're not actually underwater. They're quite expensive, but definitely giving them a thumbs up. I love the Ecotech products. This guy picks nice equipment. He's got a Nios 120 skimmer under here. Very neatly set up. I'm wondering what these lines are. I hope you can see my mouse. I'm pointing to these red, green, and blue lines that are dripping down into the sump. But where are they coming from? Maybe he's got something going on the other side. They look like dosing lines, but I don't see any dosing containers per se right here. This is a pretty cool tank. It's well executed, simple. He's got some cool Monty growing on the back. I feel like I know this tank. Do I know this tank? Do I know you? Who are you? Northern Reefer. Hold on. That Monty is making me feel like I know it. I don't. Okay, let's move on. What is next? This is the opposite of a Nano Reef. This is a very large, very famous aquarium in New York. I think it's the largest right now residential in-home aquarium. The thing's crazy. You can find it on a lot of channels, a lot of visits. It's incredible, and it actually goes underground from where he's standing. So if you notice where his feet are, I believe it goes 2 feet underneath that. So you kind of have this looking down effect, which is really special. This is really, really one of a kind. I would not want to service this thing. Like I said, ting. I did say ting, didn't I? Service this ting. I would not want to service this tank. What is going on here? Wow. There's a lot to take in. What am I looking at? Is this a store? Is this your basement? Are you as crazy as I am? Immediately, my eye is drawn to... I don't know why I'm always looking at the equipment. I think maybe because I see so many tanks, and people always come in the shop and look at my tank, and what's wrong with my tank, and tank. But I'm always drawn to, like, what are other reefers using? So immediately I'm seeing, boom, what is this little box here with these wires? That is the Hydros controller, which I have zero experience with. I know they look cool. It's kind of like organized chaos. It looks like there's so much going on, but look at how he has, or she has, or them, or they, how they have their Red Sea dosing laid out. Like, this is very neat. The Hydros, like, this is not an accident. It's not just everything thrown around. And this looks like it's a tank to be. This is pretty cool. Mixing water up and going everywhere one last time. This is a pretty cool photo. I feel like I do have ADHD, but I also have this intense focus. Like, I could stop and just do a whole video for half an hour on I spy on what I see in this one very photo. So it's sort of like a blessing and a curse, but I have this hyper focus, which in some things is really great. Oh, there's that tank again. In some things it's really great, and then in other things it's like I'm a squirrel. Like, I'm talking to you and then go, oh, there's that tank again. So let's see what else catches the eye of March. There's so much on Instagram. I think this is why I don't have it, like a personal one, or I don't really use it. This is very foreign for me, scrolling through social media, is because that very fact that I'll just get stuck on a photo, and then I'm going to be there for the better half of my day. I really like what you've done underneath the stand. I like the insignia. I'm not crazy about GHL products, but the way this guy has just shown it off, it's very sexy, it's very clean. Do not put doors on there. Just show that shit off. Very nice sump. Waterbox Cube 10. This is not a Waterbox Cube 10. You, sir, are a liar, Savage Reefer. I don't know what it is, but very, very nice job. I really like clean hardware. It's very satisfying. I hope that I'm not scrolling too fast for some of you out there. This is pretty cool. Look at that. Triple, not one, not two. Good things come in threes. Triple Nano Reefs on the desk. Aquaman Shalom. What is up? Shabbat Shalom. You've done a fantastic job here. I don't know how the hell you get any work done with those three things. You seem to be a Kessel fan. Look at this. It's got a Kessel A360X. Hella overkill, I would say, for a tank this size, but it looks great. And then on the other side, on your other eShops, I think it's the desk make. This is the 10. This is the bigger one. Oh, you actually have all the eShop tanks. Look at you. I was just shitting all over acrylic. And I guess that doesn't apply to you. Nice Naruto little statue here too. Hidden Leaf Forest Village or something, whatever it's called. Very nice job. If you want another tank, you should message us, and Reef Casa would be happy to send you a free tank if you would like, maybe a fourth, squeeze in a little, flat right here where the fish are. It's just asking for another Pico to be set up. Hello, what's going on here? You caught my eye with the Charmander. March, as you might know or not know, is a Pokemon nerd, and I have all 151 first edition Pokemon sealed with holographic Charizard. Not rated yet. It's one of my prized possessions, is that collection of Pokemon cards. Yes, I am a nerd. Yes, I watch anime. Yes, I'm into cars, reef tanks, corals, and coffee. That's what we should change the channel to. Why is it called Fragbox? Oh, damn, we should just combine all of it into one. The cars, the corals, and the coffee. I actually had this idea. I am scrolling and looking for more to talk about, but I always had this idea of turning this or opening another shop into a sort of coffee/coral shop combination called Corals and Coffee. So you can come in and get your latte and your espresso and your cappuccino, but at the same time, it has just baller reef tanks where you're invited to chill and hang out and have your coffee. And then if you want, come over here, come to wherever nearby, and we also sell corals and fish out of the tanks. We also sell aquariums. It's just like another crazy sort of idea that I have that probably does not need to be executed. This is cool. I think I've seen this before. That is an epic stand. I don't know how the hell you're suspending it off the wall. I hope that an engineer was involved with this and someone with more skill than me. 420 likes. What's up? Awesome tank, man. Marijuana is legal in Canada, believe it or not. Another bowl aquarium. Look at this. I'm really intrigued by these. These are really cool. There's no filtration, obviously. So how are you doing it? You must be, let's see, one of the 100 shots nurse. You must be water changing it often because you're going to get ammonia buildup with that single clownfish in there. But it's really neat. I don't know how long you could keep one of these long term, how long you could keep up with it, but fantastic. I definitely would not recommend one of these to a new hobbyist. Thank you, Instagram, for bringing me right back up to the top. I think I used hashtag Nano Reef to get started with this, but I can choose another hashtag, I think. What should I type in? No, I typed in saltwater. I think I typed in saltwater aquarium. This is why I couldn't use Instagram. There's just so much stuff. What do you do with this? There's just so much content. And I think that's why I like to read and I like to pick up a book and just kind of slowly go through the pages and analyze it because it's just an overwhelming amount of stuff. That's a beautiful fish. This is a cool shot. I would want to see more of this. Oh, click on the thing. That's how this works. This is nice. Look at you. We're looking at a Red Sea Reefer, 625. Wow. Very, very nice setup from what I can see in this photo. Can we get a better FTS? FTS stands for Front Tank Shot. Pretty cool. Look at that. Very overgrown. Man, your torch corals. What are you dosing on this? Controlled by GHL. Awesome. Which is not so big here in Canada. Not anymore. It used to be. I'm curious what you're using for salt. Red Sea Reef Care Blue Bucket Salt. Look at that. We sell a ton of it. Why would you use the Blue Bucket Salt over, let's say, the Black Bucket or another one in general? Is because it's typically, man, this tank's beautiful. It's lower in alkalinity. And so it's a little bit easier to manage. Always easier to raise alkalinity. Why do you keep taking me to the fucking top? It's always easier to raise alkalinity than it is to lower it in a reef tank. So if you start with an alkalinity, a salt that's producing like 7 or 8, it's really, really easy to bump it up. If you want, you just simply add an alkalinity supplement. If you want to bring down high alkalinity, not so easy. You have to use things that are more basic. I use muriatic acid. Never put that in your tank. I do use it, but in a special way to lower alkalinity. Or you got to use calcium. It's just tricky. Oh, what do we have here? This is a Reef Casa Studio 12. I'm so happy that this popped up. You don't know how much joy it brings me to just see our tanks, our creation, out in the wild, just running into a photo like this. We designed that. Me and Tia sat for almost a year and prototyping and changing things. Let's go millimeter higher. How about this? Why is it baffled? Oh, damn, we didn't think of blah, 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 until we came up with it and then came out with it and then sold 200 and then sold out. and they're out there, and it's so freaking cool to see, and it makes us really happy, especially to see one like this that's looking so good. Looks awesome. Give her a follow if you want to see Banana Sophia. What else? Okay, how long have we been doing this? 20 minutes. It's about time to go home. The store is closed. I do sort of have a life. Not really. I try to have a life. Spend time with friends and family and try. Is this real? This is not real. Why am I... Oh, this is not real. The big reveal. Is this real? I'm upset if this is real. This is amazing. Who are you? Look at your photography. Crabopolis. Very nice photography. Man, look at that Midas bunny. Oh, what a shot. Beautiful. Very, very nice stuff. Ah, crap. Now when I press the back button, it's going to take me to the top. Let's try a different hashtag. We'll do a couple more, and then we will wrap it up. Let's try saltwater aquariums. 38,377 posts. That is more than 10. Clams! Look at these. Stunning. You know what? Aqua SD, you guys are still around. I used to get stuff from these guys back in the day. They had the best SOAs, and they would ship to Canada. So it was hard to find retailers in the States that would ship here, and I was always on the hunt for new zoanthids. They're still one of my favorite corals of all time. Probably the largest portion of our farm in the basement is dedicated to growing zoanthids. So I'm glad to see Aqua San Diego. You guys are still around. I haven't made an order with them for maybe 10 years. You know what happened? They used to sell on a site, and then everything just started moving to reef live sales, which isn't really a thing here in Canada. I know they're huge in the States, but the site just didn't get updated, and everything was going to these live sales. So that was it. We just stopped buying from them. But awesome stuff. I would highly recommend them. And the clams look ridiculous. I would love to get some of these clams up here, the ORA clams. It's just a little tricky in Canada. You need different paperwork, and you need, what is this? Saltwater aquariums? I'm stuck. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try hashtag Acropora. Let's look at some hard corals and see what comes up, because they ain't easy to keep. Let me tell you that much. This guy makes it look easy. I can tell you this is an achievement. Mr. Tushy underscore coral underscore reef. You deserve an award from the Acropora Committee of the World, because you're doing a fantastic job. You have some nice ORA, Hawkins, and Chinata in there. It looks like some green Tortusa. I like what you've done here. You kind of have your LPS hanging out, hiding underneath the shade that's been produced by these table layers. Look at that Raja Rampage. Ooh! Beautiful. Even your fish. You're doing a great job, man. I want to know more about you and your fish tank. Let's click on your name. Yeah. Fantastic. Oh, you're a seller? Oh, yeah, you are. Let's look at his website. Now, we will now judge his sites. Because we judged his tank, he knows what he's doing. The website is very... Actually, sorry, it's not. I just got taken back by this $1,400 price tag. We don't have these sort of prices in Canada for torch. This is very reasonable. $75. Who are you? TushyCorals.com. I never heard of this guy. Nice stuff. The website looks super dated, but who cares? You know, your photos look honest. They don't look super saturated. They look very... Why do I say honest? Because a lot of people exaggerate the photos and bump up saturation, and then you end up with stuff that doesn't look really like what it looks like. But these look pretty good. These look like you're shooting under some or more white light than I'm used to seeing. I really shouldn't comment on pricing, because stuff here in Canada is quite inexpensive compared to a lot of the other places in the world, especially the United States. I like that you come to the site and you're not stuck looking for corals. You're boom, right away. You can see just about everything you have for sale. I like that. And then you're organized. Very simple, straightforward, gets the job done. I don't know why I'm critiquing your website just from one business owner to another. I like how non-fluffy it is and how you just get right to it. I'm lost. There's too much Instagram here going on. Let's keep going. How come it only shows me a few top posts? Maybe that's a sign for me to stop. Maybe it means just figure out how to use Instagram before you do one of these videos. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed our random ADHD-fueled Instagram critique. I don't know what to call this. Give me a name. Let me know in the comments below. What do we call this style of video? Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and we will do more of them, because we can do whatever we want here on the channel. And maybe we'll invite some of the other staff to do it too. Maybe we can even do it live. Okay, I'm going to figure out how to stop this thing, and we will see you guys back here on the next episode of Fragbox TV. Bye for now.